Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Season 3 of the MSL. We're here today for the 5th event, Funnel Endurance. You can see this absolutely massive course here today as the Fast Pharaohs have a 17-point lead over the Phantom Flash. The top of the standings are defending champions, Speeding Snakes, jumped up 10 spots last event to move up into 3rd. So we're already a quarter of the way done for this season. Hello, everybody, I'm Benfica, and I'm commentating this season and the founder of this competition. As the Funnel Endurance here, you should know how this works. If you haven't, you should probably figure it out. It's very simple. Just take as long as possible in the funnels. So the Continentals, Archers, Matthew Makers, and Spicy Ramen will demonstrate this event for us. As down we go to start. This will be sped up to 3 times speed as they go through those first funnels. Did those mini funnels there. Or it opens up into a bit wider. There's 14 funnels in total. Spicy Ramen, you see, have a decent lead, but the Continentals are challenging them at the moment. You see, there's lots of strategies here because those mini funnels, they drop you off at a weird angle into those larger funnels. And it's very important to get a good angle, or you could lose a lot of time in some places. You can see, notice some of those larger funnels have nothing on them. They're perfectly normal. Some of them have blockers and coins, which can throw a wrench into the mix. Of course, those are MSL specials, but we've removed a lot of them from some of the funnels to make it a bit longer of a course here, make it more of an endurance race than a luck race. Spicy Ramen the top time here, 209.02. Now let's see these heats for today. You can see them there, all lined up based off of position in the standings. So let's get going with the Thunder Waves, Lightning Bugs, Fantastic Freeze, Speeding Snakes, Sushi Smashers, Water Warriors, Panda Flashes, and the Lemonade Lashers. And we're off to start Funnel Endurance. The Sushi Smashers will have the longest hold in the gate and will start in the lead, but that doesn't really matter as there's so many funnels here. Well, this first funnel can really dictate the tempo of your race. Who's not doing well? It is the Water Warriors at the bottom. Along with Sushi Smashers and the Speeding Snakes, they're also not doing well. Looks like the Fantastic Freeze, Thunder Waves, and Lemonade Lashers are off to a very strong start, especially the Fantastic Freeze, that is Hail for that team. They've been doing much better compared to previous seasons. We are now everybody except for Hail in the mini funnels. The Lightning Bugs are struggling at the back, but they do have a good angle through that block. Sushi Smashers, a big collision there with the Speeding Snakes that causes them both to lose some time. But the Speeding Snakes have gained a few positions. They gain another. This is looking good for the Speeding Snakes. 8 and 3rd. That is a good move there by Orange to take the lead for the Phantom Flashes. What they need to do, can they hold it against Aid? Barely though, but there's collision. So this whole field is very close at the moment. See the Lightning Bugs still in last. Sushi Smashers also in duel with them along with the Water Warriors. Hail has given up the lead and is now in 3rd. Speeding Snakes holding on to an advancing spot at the moment. They're plummeting through that yellow funnel. They fall down to 3rd to last. It's the Sushi Smashers in last right now. That is not good for our hosts, along with the Lightning Bugs. And the Water Warriors aren't doing well. Thunder Waves holding on to that advanced spot for now, but everything can change in those mini funnels. They're very chaotic. Is the Lemonade Lashers in the lead at the moment, just ahead of the Phantom Flashes. You gotta whip around the curve. Phantom Flash gets stuck. That's good for their time. You are allowed to do that, because it is an accident and it's very risky. But they do get going as the Lemonade Lashers enter, because we already have sub-marbles in the final funnel already. That is the Water Warriors and Speeding Snakes. Not good for either of those teams. The Speeding Snakes are done already. Very unfortunate for them. The Water Warriors are going to take 7th. That is not what they wanted from this event, especially for the team that just got a gold medal to finish last in the seat. Thunder Waves, somehow they were in a battle for advancement the whole time. Fantastic Freeze trying to hold on. And unlucky for the hosts. Them and the Lightning Bugs both fell through at exactly the same time. A 3-horse race for that final ENQ spot. And unfortunately it falls to our hosts, who have not been good since event number 2. The Phantom Flash has fallen for 2nd, and this is going to be a pretty easy win for the Lemonade Lashers. Aid coming in at around 212. And I hope that shows you just how chaotic this course is. It's a very entertaining one here. Lemonade Lashers happy to take the win along with the Phantom Flashes, the team in 2nd. Of course, the Phantom Flashes have been very good recently and are coming off of a silver medal in judo. 2 marbles, broke the 2-minute barrier there. Cobra, the Speeding Snakes, though, not good for that marble, especially for experienced Funnel Endurance marble. The Sushi Smashers, the controversial choice not to put roll in this event, ended up costing them here, as they do not advance. They were very close to advancing. It was very unlucky for Sushi not to advance. But in the end, Hail outlasted them, along with Lightly, for both those marbles to advance. You can see it right here. Hail was holding on for dear life in that final funnel, and then the big collision, and it ended up being Sushi that fell in to the disapproval of the host fans. Now you can see how long that course is. It's time for Heat 2 coming soon as we take a look at the sign. Fan of Flashes fans, we're happy, but now Fast Pharaohs now, their rivals, the team with the biggest lead, is joined by the Mason Crooks, Team Tricolor, Slime Balls, Citron Crusaders, Saucy Snakes, Team Saturn, and the Slime Balls. Down we go to start Heat 2. We're already 3 seconds into it. Through that opening red funnel, it's where you can dictate your position, see where you can get out. Amazing Acrylics, that's not a good start. They have not really been good since Event 1. It looks like the Slime Balls out of all teams, along with Team Tricolor, have the best angles up top, and the Citron Crusaders, Kinwin, one of the best funnel endurance marbles. The Fast Pharaohs are not positioned well at the moment, especially through that mini funnel where they just plummeted through. That is not good for the Fast Pharaohs. They are in last place. That is not what you want to do when you're leading the MSL at the moment. Team Tricolor was in the lead after those opening funnels, but they hand it to the Citron Crusaders now. Citron Crusaders have the lead, and they're going to have a full mini funnel to themselves. Let's see if they can hold it. We already have some teams about to enter that second set of mini funnels. That is the Mossy Maniacs down there. That's not what they want. Slime Balls too, and Team Saturn. Team Saturn won this event in their qualifier group. They are not matching that performance so far. Same with the Fast Pharaohs. Slime Balls and Mossy Maniacs currently doing the worst. It is the Citron Crusaders that have a very big lead, almost a full funnel, before Team Tricolor ends up dropping through. Those mini funnels. The Fast Pharaohs still at the back of the pack. That is really not good for that team. Second to last. Team Saturn also joined them. They're going opposite direction. There's going to be collision. Fast Pharaohs are pushed in. It's not good for them. Team Tricolor in second. And this the Citron Crusaders, an absolutely massive lead here. The Fast Pharaohs, though, they're working their way up. Can they possibly get advancement here? They're into the top 4 now. What a stamina, that red funnel by King of the Fast Pharaohs. There's 3 marbles there in that final funnel. They're in a 3-way duel there. Who's going to fall through first? It's going to be the Saucy Snakes. Then it's followed by the Mason Acrylics, Team Saturn, and the Mossy Maniacs, the Fast Pharaohs. Somehow go from 7th, entering that funnel set, into 4th. What a performance there by King to advance. It's going to be the Slime Balls recovering up to 3rd. Very good. I didn't even notice that. Team Tricolor is going to take 2nd here, and this could be a full 3 funnel win here for Kinwin, maybe even 4. No, it's going to be 3, maybe even 2, but what an easy win. We're already nearing what the winning time of the last heat was. And Kinwin has already beaten it, and he still has a funnel to go. What a performance here from the Citron Crusaders. Can he go above 220? Yes, he can. Brilliant there from Kinwin of the Citron Crusaders. Easily winning this heat compared to the last heat when it was a pretty close for the win. This heat was very close for the battle for 8th through 5th, but then the Fast Pharaohs ended up getting 4th somewhat comfortably by the end. What marked this heat was the battles for the 4th place throughout most of the race. But we know our teams in the final. The Fast Pharaohs and the Fan of Flashes both made it, so this will be entertaining to see where they both end up finishing. So it is a 17-point lead. Theoretically, if the Fast Pharaohs take 8th and the Fan of Flashes win gold, we will have a tie for the top of the championship. But otherwise, the Fast Pharaohs will be maintaining the lead for at least another event. That big collision there that ultimately ended up ruining any chance those teams had of advancing. And then it was only the Citron Crusaders with their captain Kinwin. They were the story of this heat, dominating here. 12 seconds slower, which is good in the previous heat. The results in 9th through 16th, our hosts get best of the rest, but they're still very disappointed not to move on. Thunder Waves 10th, Water Warriors 11th, Mossy Maniacs 12th, Team Saturn 13th, Amazing Acrylics 14th, Saucy Snakes 15th, and the Speeding Snakes dead last. Not what you want to do coming off of a gold medal and moving up to 3rd in the standings. So Speeding Snakes definitely not matching their form of last season so far through 5 events. But now it's the final. Fantastic Freeze, Team Tricolor, Fast Pharaohs, Fan of Flashes, Citron Crusaders, Slime Balls, Lightning Bugs, and Levied Lashers. Who will get the gold in the funnel endurance? Down they go. Lightning Bugs were the last to enter the funnel. As we go through that red funnel, whipping around who's got a good angle. It is not the Citron Crusaders with a good angle. I think they actually have the worst angle, and they did. I think the Fantastic Freeze might be the best up top. No, it's them and the Fast Pharaohs. The Fast Pharaohs are league leaders. They've been so great this season. They have the lead up top, along with their rivals, Team Tricolor, who sits in 4th, I believe. Fantastic Freeze holds 2nd at the moment. The Fan of Flashes are in last. Oh, that is terrible news for them, considering the Fast Pharaohs are leading the way. The Fan of Flashes, though, did do decent in that blocker funnel. Let's see if they can gain a few positions, and they cannot. That is disappointing for them. The Fast Pharaohs have relinquished the lead, though, now to Team Tricolor, and the Slime Balls are up to 2nd. Who really expected that? And the Fast Pharaohs up to third. Now they duel and they take second through that position there. This field is very close. They're all within 3 funnels, maybe even 2 in a second. So this is really anybody's game still. The Lightning Bugs look like they're in last. The Fantastic Threes have collapsed a few positions. No, it's still the Phantom Flashes in last, but they do gain a position through that roundabout there, along with the Citroen Crusaders in that duel. Up top, it's the Fast Pharaohs and Team Tricolor, 2 teams near the front of the pack, but it's going to be the Fast Pharaohs still leading. Lightning Bugs are starting to fall behind, but it's still very close as we go through those mini funnels. Those 2 are going to be giving it their all. The Phantom Flashes, they've gained a bunch of positions. They're all the way up to third. That's great for them. The Citroen Crusaders, they want to try to hold them, but they're not. They're losing positions, and this is going to be it. Kennewick will not match his dominance in the first one. Fast Pharaohs win that duel through the mini funnels and through that yellow funnel. This is a 3-horse race between 3 very high-ranked teams. Who's going to win the gold? As we go through the penultimate funnel, everyone else is done. Fantastic Threes get 4th for the best of the rest. But who is going to get the gold? It's our league leaders, 2nd place and 4th place. In the final funnel, it's going to come down to this. Who's going to get it? They're circling around. First contact goes to the Fast Pharaohs, but Team Tricolor falls through. And based on the angles, it's going to be the Fast Pharaohs. King, the league leaders, win this event as well. What an event that was. What a battle for the gold. Team Tricolor fans pretty happy. The Phantom Flash and you can see they're displeased to lose to the Fast Pharaohs once again. What a great race that was. Oh, tempers are flaring in that stand section. Phantom Flash is getting a bit sick of losing to them. It's going to be warned. If no one gets banned, yeah, they did. But don't do that again. Those 2 teams battling for that first position, sitting right next to each other. You can see through the start of this race, it was easily the the Fast Pharaohs with the best start. But Orange, who did not have a good start at all, it looked all right through there, but was in last right there. Ended up somehow recovering for 2nd place and almost won the gold, but King's angle in the final funnel was just barely better, which allowed them to get the win. None of the times were particularly impressive in this heat, but it was very entertaining heat nonetheless. See, the Fast Pharaohs took the lead there. Phantom Flashes, that yellow funnel was the turning point for them, and they were able to duel to last out those top 2 in the mini funnels to be able to enter a battle for the lead, because they both offset each other, entering there with that collision. Now you can see the final duel here. That coin funnel, the first to fall through was Team Tricolor, then it was the Phantom Flashes, then the Fast Pharaohs, so actually the order they finished, but they were all basically in at the same time. First contact was actually the Fast Pharaohs, but that set up Team Tricolor to fall through, and the Fast Pharaohs managed to perfect their ankle not to hit that blocker again and win the gold, so congratulations to them. They wait for them to drop through on the replay. 2:08.68, the time that brings home the gold today. But what a great event this was here. I'm excited to see if the B-League can produce the same action we saw here, especially in the final. You take a look at the results, 9th through 16th. Fast Pharaohs, Phantom Flashes, and Team Tricolor make it the podium. Fantastic Threes get best of the rest. Lightning Bugs also do good, but it's the defending champions who broke the cusp 251 points. They have not matched that so far this season. The plate, now time for a podium. Congratulations to Yellow-Green, the captain of Team Tricolor, Orange of the Phantom Flashes, and King, the captain of the Fast Pharaohs, for podiuming in fun endurance today. All the fans pretty pleased with their performance today. See the standings. It's going to be a pretty big lead for the Fast Pharaohs, I'll say that. It's 90-68, 90 points through 5 events. That is ridiculous for the Fast Pharaohs. Massiamaniac still at the bottom. Team Tricolor up to 3rd with their first medal. The Fantastic Threes back up to 4th. Speeding Snakes to lose a bunch of positions to fall into 7th. Well, that's it for today. We'll see you for B Event 3, Funnel Endurance. Goodbye, everybody.